The Toronto Blue Jays were the big winners in the offseason trade and free agent sweepstakes. But as we've seen with the 2011 Red Sox and 2012 Marlins, it doesn't necessarily translate into a championship. So the Toronto Blue Jays went out and they were the big winners in the offseason free agent signing period and trade sweepstakes. Now, will it translate to a division championship in 2013? The Blue Jays seem to think so. You know, they see the Yankees and the Red Sox, the two titans in the American League East, having a lot of questions on their roster. The Yankees with their lineup, the Red Sox with their lineup, and to some degree, their pitching. So the Blue Jays want to strike while the iron's hot, and I can't say as I really blame them. You know, bringing in R.A. Dickey in a trade, bringing in Josh Johnson, Mark Burley, Jose Reyes, add them to the mix with Brett Lowry, who's already there, Edwin Encarnacion, guys like that. The Blue Jays want to have a big season in 2013, and they think the additions that they made are going to be the big difference. Number one, the Blue Jays are going to need Jose Bautista to be healthy for the entire season. Their right fielder is a proven power hitter in this league, and he needs to carry the Blue Jays on offense when some of the other guys in that lineup might be in slumps or struggling. It's also going to be interesting to see Jose Reyes in Toronto. 81 games on artificial turf with his brittle body. He's been healthy the last couple of years, but he also played his home games at Citi Field on grass. Now he's playing them on artificial turf. It'll be interesting to see if Reyes can stay healthy and stay happy in Toronto, because let's face it, I think Reyes loved playing in New York. I think he enjoyed his time in Miami, even though he was traded out of there quickly. That was more about the Marlins than Reyes himself. Be interesting to see. If Reyes is a dynamic player, that's going to be a big move for the Blue Jays and a big reason why they'll probably be big contenders this year. You look at their pitching. We mentioned Josh Johnson. We mentioned Mark Burley. These are two solid pitchers, particularly Johnson, if he's healthy, has Cy Young caliber stuff. R.A. Dickey is the reigning Cy Young Award winner from the National League. Can he win 20 again in this division? I don't think that's likely. In fact, I don't think knuckleball pitchers are all that reliable, so it's going to be interesting to see if Dickey can come close to the performance he had with the Mets last year. If he does, the Blue Jays are going to be very good. If he doesn't, they're probably going to be struggling to be at 85, 86, maybe even a 90-win team. I still think Tampa Bay is the class of this division, but I do like the moves that the Rays made. I'm a little curious about why they brought John Gibbons back as their manager, a guy who had some problems in Toronto with a different group of players, but they say that he's learned as a manager and that he'll be an improvement on John Farrell, who went to Boston. We'll have to see with Gibbons. There's questions about him. So if it all comes together for the Blue Jays, they're going to be contenders. If they're a divided club and Gibbons isn't the manager they think he is and their pitching fails and Reyes isn't happy, the Blue Jays will probably be the next Red Sox or Marlins as a disaster team that won the offseason. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Blue Jays will be right there this year, and they'll probably earn a wild card spot, but I don't think they're good enough to win this division. But for you guys out there, your thoughts on Toronto's offseason overall and what you think they're going to do in 2013. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and tell all your friends about This Week in Red. And don't forget to check out my new blog at BoSoxInjection.com.